Hello America, hello world, hello YouTube, hello red brick people out there. How you doing today? We're gonna take a little look at Krakow, Italy. A lot of people mistake that town that I'm talking about right now because there's one similar, but the spelling's different in Poland. So we're gonna be going to Italy and looking at all the abandoned. We're just going to look at one right now, but we're going to do a series here on Italy because I got some relatives that are Italian, and a lady who just passed away not too long ago in my life who's very precious to me is Italian, and she's from Italy, and she was, tossed out of the region of a village she lived in, and there's so many abandoned villages, and why? And along with the meltologists of this world, we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be discussing, and we continue to discuss why all these places are abandoned and why they call them earthquake zones. We're going to explain this to you, unlike these geologists and these volcanologists who just regurgitate lie after lie after lie. So we're going to take a ride, and we're going to try to use Google Earth, but it seems like more of these meltologists been using Google Earth, and Google Earth likes to drop on you all the time and tell you your computer can't handle the rendering, the web GL rendering, and it can handle it because I've been on Google Earth for a long time, and it can handle it, but they'll drop it because you can reload it, dump your cookies and so forth, and it works great. So they're trying to slow us down there. So we need to use these tools while we have these tools available to us, folks. So let's wake up to that, and let's take a little walk to here I am right here. I'm in that little screen right now. Sorry about that. I didn't even know that. So anyway, here we are, folks, chilling. And we're going to take a little look at Krakow, and I'll give you a little narrative about where I'm looking at, okay? For nearly 50 years, the town of Krakow in southern Italy has stood uninhabited. Dark windows look out at potential travelers like empty eye sockets, and streets and buildings of this, and this is what they will tell you, medieval town seems to have literally been vacated overnight, left to crumble in decay. Wow, what is this? Krakow was once a beautiful center, a beautiful town, a center of education with a university, a castle. Again, the ka and the cell. They redesignate castles now to be prisons all over the place. Church and plazas. Today, thanks to the dramatic landscape and a unique atmosphere, Krakow has been set of many movies, see, including Saving Grace, James Bond, Quantum of Solace, and Hanging of Judas scene in the Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. So, we're going to take a little look. Krakow, a medieval village with ties to the Bronze Age. Again, they're going to give you these ages and all this gobbly-gob stuff, folks. It hasn't been that long ago, and we need you all to get on board. I don't get paid doing this, and we need some people on board to help doing research and investigating and boots on the ground. So if you're from Italy, get on boots on the ground. If you're in Europe, you can get over there. You're from Deutschland, wo bist du? Kommt, Mensch, was ist los, Mensch? Alle da Leute, kommt und lasst sagen das, was ist los? Yeah, we all need together, whether you're German, Italian, American. Let's do this, folks. Red bricks. Sub to this channel and let's start getting some stuff rolling, man. So, now, see, I get a little, because I really want us to work as a team to really just get this all rolling. Not no nonsensical, it's not time for laughter. It's not time for, you know what? There's always a time for something. The time now is for action. Faith Action without, faith without action is death, they say, right? So you gotta turn them TVs off. Stop watching the cartoons. Stop playing little kids game. You men out there, where the men? You sitting there playing your little games and so forth. Where are you, man? Put all that stuff down and let's do something, man. Let's change this place, man. This is a disgrace, man. And it's all in your face and you can't see it. I haven't seen it for a long time. I had to be over 50 years old before I started waking up to this madness and the lie of this realm. Are you looking at that building right there? Huh? Are you seeing that building? Now imagine this, folks. Just a little bit more meltage, right? And what are you looking at now? Huh? A little bit more meltage, and that's what you get. See what you get there? Red bricks in your face. All the mountains are melted buildings. Why? We live on a melted infrastructure of buildings. This is all one big building, folks. I hate to break the news to you, and people are going to call me crazy, but I'm going to tell you this indeed is a fact. It is all a building. This was paradise. This town was once called the Golden Mountain. Right there used to be called the Golden Mountain. Mounted up, huh? See? Can you see it, folks? I mean, what can't you see? See that? Boom, just a little bit more meltage. And it looks like a mountain, but you can see the buildings everywhere. Look at the city behind it. Again, all over the realm. Same kind of construction. Same kind of melt. Same time. Same abandonment. Same lie. Same dark ages gobbledygook they give us. Are you starting to get it, folks? Look what's happening in Ukraine. Go look at the news and you'll see beautiful red brick buildings of the past being blown up in your face. That's what it's about. Power, energy, electricity. Absolute truth, folks. I challenge any geologist, any historian, get over here, get in the chat. Oh, tonight we don't have a meet open because for the last couple of nights I've been dumping meets open. Nobody shows up, so I'm done. Always having to do the legwork. If you want to get involved, get involved. I want everyone involved. You want to get involved, get involved. I was trying to say, hey, we could pass the hat and we can do different things to have legwork, and everybody seems to just want to run off on their own. But that's okay. I guess eagles fly alone, right? So I'm going to fly, and I'm going to fly high, and I'm going to keep telling you why. All the mountains are melted buildings, and there's a group of people that are hiding the light under the basket. What light? Electricity. Okay? They put it in your face with the Joan of Arc stories. You know, this Joan of Arc. She was in cahoots with them, folks. And maybe she had a change of heart, and they zapped her ass. They zapped her too. See? So, electricity. Matter of fact, you can go look up Pence thanking the Greek people when he was in office. He once again thanked the Greek people for bringing us out of the dark ages, he said, and into the light. What are they talking about? Remember the story about the 300? 300? The 300 had weapons called the fasces. Okay? Fasces, also with parabolic mirrors that can melt stuff. They fought against 500,000 men. How can 300 fight against that without a weapon like that? The fasces and parabolic mirrors. They'll give you this, oh, they're caught up in this narrow corner. Yeah, they were mounted up high. Why? Because they're zapping their asses with the fasces and parabolic mirrors. And they did some damage. You give me 300 men today and a couple guys who know some engineering skills, and we can recreate that same thing with parabolic mirrors. And it would be a reckoning force anywhere those 300 men went, let me tell you, folks. So you need to start waking up from abandoned Krakow and why. And they're going to tell you narratives like, oh, it was abandoned because of the water infrastructure and the piping was going bad, and we having earthquakes and so forth. Why, I'm telling you, folks, This realm was melted. Psalm 46 would tell you. 46:6. The heathen were raging. I hear many people in the red brick community talking about it was really nice and everything was beautiful and everything was copacetic and everybody was working together and so forth. And that's a lie. This whole realm's been melted. It wasn't an accident. It's in a book. It was in a book before you even talked about red bricks, folks. And what happened is God said the heathen were raging, and he was tired of man, and he melted this world. And we're the survivors. All of us. Just like that right here. That's a pocket of survival for you to remember. But you can't read and you don't believe. It's easier for you to dismiss God and live a immoral life and do what you want than look at some standards to say, hey, how you can change and modify your life to be better and better to those around you. One scripture I'll mention says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. So if we could start it here into that one principle, no matter what faith you are, no matter what you want to talk about, what you want to divide stuff about, I'll tell you what, there's a group of people that work nothing but to divide us all. They infiltrate churches, they infiltrate organizations, they're secret societies. They are the ruling class losers of this world, and they have gone out of control, and we need to unite as a people and start looking and start hearing what the red brick community is saying right now. The red brick community is the loudest, most truthful narrative that you will get in any rabbit hole in the Black Mirror. You'll have the mud flooders and blah blah blah, and you'll have these guys that have a bunch of high counts that are trying to divide people from cops, like that vlog guy. He talks about, man, I can't remember. I've ditched the guy so long ago. Impact Vlogs, yeah, that guy. Another a person has high count of people who does nothing but divide people. And then the Pied Pipers, like talking about mud floods all day and thumbs sideways and all this crazy stuff to steer you away from the truth. The truth is, it wasn't no mud flood, okay? It was electrical surge that went throughout this whole flat earth plane that we live on, folks. And it melted it. It left some like this, and then some like that. And you need to start seeing it. And then as you do start seeing it, you'll say, hey, what happened? What happened? Look at that. Abandoned Craco, Italy. Look at that. And what resides there today? Donkeys. Donkeys reside there today. And look, if that would have kept melting, what it would look like, folks? Like that, huh? See? Can you see it? Can you start seeing it? It's not that hard. This is grade school. We could educate some children to understand this. But yet, we're all in the dark. And in the Word, you know what it says? The entire world, WWW, is deceived. By who? Well, in the Word it says God is going to have to come early, because if he doesn't, the fools in charge now will kill all flesh. So, come on now, because these fools are at it again, killing and harming people in the name of electricity, power, and greed. That's what it's about, folks. Can you wake up? Can you? Red bricks in your face. Anybody out there? Do we got anybody out there? Bob Fetter. Do you hear that? We got in the comment box here a gentleman named Bob Fetter talking about protesters got microwaved in Australia. They're using those weapons to microwave their asses to get them to disperse and so forth. That wasn't on the news here in America. No, sir, it wasn't. but now it is, and we have to talk about that. And would you like to come on board, sir? Would you like to speak about that? What happened there in Australia live? We're gonna have a Brickhead channel tomorrow, and you're welcome um, to. Well, tomorrow, sir. You're driving, bud. Well, we'd love to have you on anytime. We're gonna have a Brickhead channel. I leave a link in the description box, and we'd like to have you come on board and give us some eyewitness account of what was going on there. So that would be awesome. So red bricks for real, man. So we're gonna try to get a Google Earth to open up here in a minute. But like I said, a lot of times Google Earth gives us a problem. When we start pointing out the truth. So I thank you so much there, Mr. Fetter. I wish you well, and that you're safe, and your family's safe, and all those people in Australia. And has the rain subsided from their weather modifications, sir? Let's go over here. Thanks for your awesome comments, sir. I already am going to do a bunch of more legwork and research tonight after I end this stream. I'm going to contact a couple people in Australia that I do know. And I don't know if you know Erratically Me, sir. If you do, go subscribe to his channel. And if you have a channel, I've subscribed to your channel, sir. But Erratically Me, he's there in Australia trying to pluck people's eyes out with truth. And everybody needs to support him, especially your homeboys there from Australia. And I wish you all the best, man, all the time. Because we are one, but we can't see that. And they destroyed everything. You know, if we could trace our ancestral lines, where did we come from? Where did we come from? Who are we? Who are we? Well, man, I can only go back so far, but I see that every one of my family descendants been wrecked by one group of people. The same group of people that are in charge today wrecking stuff. My grandma was affected. Her land was taken in Prussia. And then in World War II, her land was taken in Germany. So my family, and then on the American side, my grandfather was fighting against my other grandfather on the German side. So see how warped it was? And then on the Italian side of the family, people were fighting, and you'd see this big mess, and we were all family, and we were fighting one another. And years later, they're drinking beers together, and they all agreed that they served the same master. See, it's one group. They just play chess rather, and we're just their pawns. And you who know chess, and you know, and those people who know how to play chess and know what I'm saying is true, because most likely those people who are playing chess are pretty good thinkers. And they already got it. If they don't, they need to think this through. All governments are corrupt, and then they're all one. It's one big snake. It's one Basilicata snake. It's one evil snake. There's not. They'll make it like they're divided. You got to have your good cop and your bad cop. Okay. So that's the facts. So let's take a ride and see if we can get on Google Earth here. Let's see what's going on here. So we looked at abandoned Krakow and the donkeys there, but absolutely melted ground. Look at that. And what you're seeing here, there was more, but it surged from the bottom up. And from Google Earth, you'll see the dendrite lines everywhere. Always. Red bricks. Look at that, folks. Look at that. I just keep emphasizing that because I want you to understand all the mountains are melted buildings. All of them, all the mountains are melted buildings. And these cities, in the Word it says, God says, I'll leave you cities you didn't build. Where? All over the realm. I'll leave you homes you didn't build. Where? All over this realm. In the woods, hiding somewhere, way out nowhere. No explanation who built that except were there donkeys there? I don't know, folks. First thing you need to do is turn off your TVs. Start tuning into these channels. They're trying to inform you that all the mountains are melted buildings. So, let's take a look here. We're going to get us a window capture. And we're going to capture Google Earth. It's not even showing up in the dang feed. Why? See, because I'm talking about it. See what I'm saying, folks? You can't see it right now, but I'll show you. We can't. Epic cancel. Hold on a minute, folks. We have to try to. I'm gonna go like this. Back it out of there. And now we're gonna open up. Let's see. First, I'm gonna get that in a window capture so you can see what's happening there. So excuse me for a minute, but this is live, so that's how that happens. There it is, right there. I'm gonna leave the mouse pointer just there so you can see. Okay, we're gonna snap that to the window. Okay, here we are. Now, as soon as that shows up, I'm gonna proceed, and you'll see it live. We're gonna go to Google Earth. Dragon butt. And so while it's dragon butt doing its thing, in my own studies to see what's going on in this realm, I was looking up Italy and so forth, and at first it showed me this many abandoned towns and villages and so forth, and then as I read more, the number kept getting higher and higher and higher. So I'm thinking there's like about, I don't know, 50,000, 50,000, 15,000. I don't know. I need people to help research this. But one narrative I read said there's 50,000 abandoned villages and towns in Italy. And they weren't abandoned all that too long ago. And is that how this America got filled up? Huh? From Germans and Italians, from something that happened that was terrible? Yes, something terrible happened. But there you're seeing Krakow. Imagery date 8/10/19 and newer. Okay, this is from the 2019 imagery you're seeing here. And just from what you're seeing here, that was all a building there. All that, everything that you see was building. Okay? Large, big infrastructures. They had gardens high up on terraces. They were using dirigibles. They were flying around, folks. They were much more sophisticated than we are today. You think you're the pinnacle of technology? My goodness. No, you're not even close. We're not even close, folks. We don't have an understanding how glorious it was. It was paradise. Did I tell you what that building was called? Golden Mountain. Golden Mountain, they mounted up. Okay, it was a building. Why would they call it Golden Mountain back then? Can you understand that, folks? Because all the mountains are melted buildings. All of them. Look at that, folks. See the dendrite lines? I wanted to scan away so you get an understanding of the terrain and see how it was all gridded out already. And you, my friend, you, my red brick people, you, my red brick souls, you can go and do your own research. And we need to start having some people who know how to get things in a chronological order, 1, 2, 3, and start getting this all collectively put together with some sense, with some knowledge, with some purpose to guide people to a better tomorrow. See, your past is your future, but you don't know your past, nor do I. I'm here looking and trying to find out. And in the meantime, I keep doing this, but in the meantime, I want to keep screaming out to the world that all the mountains are melted buildings. And here what you see is dendrite lines. And I call them dendrite lines for no other reason. And one young lady who left a comment was talking about are you making up words now? Meltologists? Meltologist? Yes, we're making up words, ma'am. Meltologist is the new super science. Okay, the new super science that's going to succeed far greater than geology and anthropology and all those ologies. It's a mythology. That's what they give you. You have to pay for it. A false education about tectonic plates and so forth, and that's an absolute lie. As a result of the melt, or the meltification, and another word, meltology. Meltology, okay? That is the study of the melted realm, a meltologist. A meltumentary is the understanding of there is a group of people that collect evidence about this melted realm of things people call mountains, and they put that together collectively. And when you have a series of those things put together in a chronological order, letting people understand that this realm has been melted, it's called a meltumentary. Okay, that's another made-up word because they have documentary, and their documents are half-truths at best. So most documentaries you see are half-truths at best. And they use a lot of gobbledygook from these geologists and these anthropologists and the ology lies. So we want to take this tool and use this tool while we have it to give you clarity in regard to what happened on this realm and boots on the ground. Every one of you out there in this realm can help make a difference. Why? Your boots on the ground evidence will help substantiate the claims that we're making. It's not claims. As you do this research, you'll see in your own community, it was melted, folks. We got one character, well, we got two characters in Texas right now, Knowledge and Jeremy Dallas Meltology. Jeremy, he specializes in Dallas, and he's hitting it hard in regard to conclusive evidence that it also wasn't that long ago, and the micro level at looking at it. And at the micro level, you'll see all the same dendrite lines. And again, I always talk about the spiral pattern, you know, and we think of the spiral, the DNA, and you see the spiral and everything. And they give you all these different ages and so forth of time. But we're just going to step down here, and I'm going to just go like this, hit this little blue guy, and see where they let us step. And we're going to drop right down here in Krakow, right here. Bam, here we go. Let's drop down into the black mirror. See the dendrite lines? Wham, look at that. Look at that. Cities everywhere. The smelted realm, folks. Can you see it? Awesome. Look at that. Why was it abandoned? Why is there so many abandoned places everywhere? Why are all the beautiful red brick buildings that were supposedly made in such and such year in Detroit being all abandoned? They made it for school kids and so forth. Beautiful, elaborate, with several types of wood structures, wood and inlaid, beautiful floors and spiral staircases for the insane. They make these beautiful buildings for the insane. Look at this. They pushed these people out and it's been abandoned for 50 years. This is, they say, just 50 years. Abandoned. Why? Because it's a melted realm. It's crumbling. Your earthquakes are caused by buildings collapsing as a result of the foundations that were melted. And after time, water erodes those areas where it's still going, and some of the water infrastructures, and that's why they threw people out of this town, because the water infrastructure was going, and it would have been too arduous of a task for them to repair it, because it's been melted. It's all melted in there. You ever tried to dig in a melted rock in a mountain? See how this, if it would have kept melting, it would have turned into a mountain. And I do hope you see. See? Do you see? It would have been like that, folks. Do you see? I hope you do. Because that's pretty clear and easy. So I'm certain you do if you're watching this. If you do, share it. Everybody share it. Like, share, and subscribe and get on board and help me. I need some help, folks. I got 3 channels and I don't have enough time. I got maybe another dog's life in me. So we need you on board, folks. We need you to start helping and looking at this melted realm. Now, isn't this just fascinating? Let's hone in here. Look at this. See how it melted here, folks? What caused that? Erosion? Water? No. A meltdown, folks. Look. Look what happened. Look what happened to the red bricks. Here. Seeing it? Look at that. Look. Up the wall. Crap. See? And they had concrete finish over top of all the red bricks. None of the red bricks were visible at the time. And they called this the Golden Mountain. So I'm assuming it must have been gold in color. See? And I bet you if you go mining here, you'll find pockets of gold everywhere. Why are they trying to throw everybody out? Why are there so many abandoned villages in Italy? Why do they have skulls all up under these catacombs? Why do they have all that gold? Well, if we could get all that gold, we could feed all the kids, huh? We could hire a team of kids to go run Russia out of Ukraine, huh? Because it's all one government doing the same thing, running people out of these red brick buildings. That's what's going on, folks. That's what's going on in Ukraine. Go look around. You'll see the same kind of infrastructures. Go look in Russia. They give you all this narratives of who built it, same as America. All the capitals in America were inherited, folks. Go look at some of my other videos. Go do your own legwork. Go in your own capital and do boots on the ground and go look at the foundation and go look how much it sunk down as a result of the electrical surge that transpired in this realm, folks. And you go, man, there's something to this. And then you'll get it. And once you see it, you'll never unsee it. You will know that all the mountains are melted buildings, and there's a group of people that have been hiding the light under the basket. I personally call those people the energy vampires. The elect tricked you out the city. You and me. They tricked us out of it all, folks. Now they meter you at an ungodly rate for it. They create usury when they create these wars and rumors of wars and rumors of plagues and rumors of this and rumors of that. They do nothing but defile humanity itself. Can you see it, folks? we got here? Some electricity. Huh? The melted realm. The melted realm. All around you. Wow. So many. So many. I just was in awe for a minute for words. I didn't even know what to say. I was just looking at the imagery myself. We're looking at this together live, folks. Let's take a look in the sky. What's going on here, folks? Meteorologists would tell you them are new clouds. With some cats in Australia, some cats in America, some cats in New Zealand, some cats in Africa, some cats in England. Well, I'll tell you, this is from a frequency. Who are you going to believe? Don't believe a meteorologist. We got a meteorologist in our town. He's so stupid he played with fireworks in front of his kids and took his eye out. First of all, what you celebrating? You're celebrating a lie. So they're celebrating a lie on 4th of July, and they're buying ballistics that are made from an outfit in China that who knows what they put in it, and you bombard them over your head so everybody breathes in whatever pollutants that they made those out of. So they're laughing all the way. You're celebrating a lie. You're blowing up fireworks. See, the whole world is deceived. You need to wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. We need you on the Red Brick Channel. So, don't look like nobody else showed up tonight. Only person we had is Bob Fetter. Well, I want to thank you, Bob Fetter. Didn't even have none of my own guys come on board to saving high. So, I'm kind of lost to that. I don't know what it is, but it seems like we can't find unity nowhere. So, I wish you all well. We're going to make this a close. Nobody wants to come on and join. Bob Fetter, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you can stop by the Red Brick Channel or the Brickhead Channel tomorrow night. We're going to have a stream. I'm sure Knowledge and Jeremy are busy doing something. Jeremy, he was training in the gym all day, boxing, hitting the heavy bag. And I don't know what Knowledge was doing. He was up pretty late doing some Meltology work. And I watched his video, and I went to his next video, and I've kind of been following all these guys lately, and I don't know. I did so much support on Spartan Red's channel and drove so many people there to only be thrown out. So I'm kind of lost to that group too. They spend more time doing memes about nothing than talking about Meltology, and talking about you need to laugh. The laughing's over, folks. It ain't time to laugh. It's time to be adults and men, real men. Not men sitting around playing little games, talking about little memes all the time. It's time to get mean and serious about what's going on in this realm. I'm done half-stepping. This eagle's gonna fly alone, and that's how it's gonna be. I see in the midst we have traitors. In the midst we have some traitors that were handed wrenches, and they would cause dissension in the ranks. And I discovered a couple things by people's comments not showing up, and yet they're making comments. And I found out I only have 2 people having a wrench today: Jeremy Dallas, Meltology, and Knowledge. I took away everybody else's wrench because I don't trust nobody. Those 2 gentlemen I trust, but nobody else I trust as of now, because they've shown me just the opposite of what one love is and what brick love is. I say love your neighbor like you love yourself. Don't be a half-stepper. Don't dilly-dally. Time's short and precious. There's time to have fun, but when you're talking about Meltology, you gotta be serious. And you know what? Including myself, I say this. I look at a lot of different things in my search of red bricks. And I discovered a lot of things by utilizing the technologies that we have at our hands, that are at our disposal. And one of them is facial recognition. And I have shown conclusively over and over and over and over until the point where YouTube itself told me that I can no longer use facial recognition unless I ask permission first. Well, prior to that, we already used facial recognition, and we already determined OJ story's a hoax. Nicole Brown's still alive. It's Meg Kelly, and then they throw Meg Kelly off once the YouTube community throws her face into the mix, because it would have been very easy for anybody to identify who that person was. And it just goes on and on. Kavanaugh, a judge here in our Americas, and Bletchley Ford are the same person. And I challenge Bletchley Ford and Kavanaugh to be in a room together. It will never occur because they're the same person. Matter of fact, Bletchley Ford was this guy that I worked on his computer here in area in Michigan. That on his computer, one of his Facebook friends was Bletchley Ford. So, and he's a reprobate who I'm talking about. So the reprobate was in cahoots with the reprobate and very wealthy. So more evidence in my part of the pictures I collected from that gentleman's computer about these facts. And that's the absolute facts. I challenge you, Kavanaugh, to come on here as a judge in the United States, the highest judge you could be in America. Come on board the Red Brick Channel and show us I'm an American citizen. Show me that I'm wrong. Come on, you and Bletchley Ford, both come on here on the Red Brick Channel. And I'll tell you what, right ahead of time, folks, it'll never happen because it's the same person. So over and over and over, we see they're wearing masks. So even Bill Gates, Kevin Kline. Who is Kevin Kline? Huh? I mean Melinda Gates. Who is Kevin Kline? That's who Melinda Gates is. Isn't that funny? Wow, the truth just has a way of finding itself out of my mouth. Yeah, that's the absolute truth. So we can go on and on about that. And I just want answers from those people. And I think that that should be our right as American citizens, as a human on this planet, to know why these people are playing this masquerade game. So I ask you, Kavanaugh, clear your name, because it's very dirty. You have a dirty name in the Black Mirror. You're known as a two-faced person wearing a mask. So help clear that up. Come on this channel. Bring Bletchley Ford. And we'll talk. I'll apologize publicly. And if it's deemed to be true, you step down and apologize. We won't even throw you in prison or jail. Just apologize. You will get no pension and so forth. You're going to go get in the welfare line. Okay? So, but we won't even throw you in prison. We'll just put you on the welfare line, brother, and you push on and get your own, because we're done paying you masquerade liars anything, including you, NASA. You're already debunked. If there was just one guy out there who was debunking you, but there's tons of them. Jerry DeCamp's one. He debunked you guys. Jeranism, he debunked you. Captain Kirk, he debunked you. There's so many good truthers have shown conclusively over and over that NASA is nothing but a fraud. See? So I want to stay clear of those type of things and focus more on the red bricks and the melted world. But in lieu of what I said, you still have to look at who are those doing those things to us. Why are they trying to hide that light under the basket? And as I've shown so far, it's all about electricity and power and greed and usury. As you see, everything's stepping up because they say, oh, because of trucking and this and that, and all the chaos they created to crumble the infrastructure. They want to take your money away. They want you to have a digital dollar. They want to control you some more. It's time to holler, folks. It's time to get clicking together as a group. Eagles fly alone, but we need to all hover together and get them. A couple of days ago I was sick. I'm still sick today. But a couple of days ago I was sick. I went outside. There was 3 bald eagles hovering over top of my house with a full moon over top of my house, folks. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. I got a red brick soul. I got the red brick fever, and I'm a red brick building believer. From my head to my toes. And that's the absolute truth, folks. So let's go take a look, see what we can find here to end this here video for tonight. And we'll say, we'll go check out, let's see what we got here. We're going to end the night by saying, what do we got here? Where's me? Not there no more? What the heck? There it is, my bad. Okay, let's see. How are we going to end the night tonight? Yeah, let's end this way, folks. With the red brick soul. Oh. I got the red brick fever. Let's pluck your eyes out with truth. To build and believe. The red brick soul. Yeah, I got the red brick soul. Don't you know? Cha cha cha. Peace to everybody. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. And what else can I say? I don't know. Turn your TVs off. Yeah. Turn them off, folks, unless you're watching some good stuff or using that TV to inform the world that this world has been melted. Peace. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Why you got that TV on, man? Turn that TV off, put your boots on, get your camera out, start your YouTube channel, and show me what you got in your neighborhood. Yes, all of you. Come on, man. Let's melt their minds open. Turn them TVs off.